Hello everybody, so today we are back in my kitchen and we are going to be making a sticky toffee pudding with some toffee sauce, and the ingredients that you will need are very short and I'm going to run through the cake ingredients first and then the toffee sauce ingredients after. I've made this recipe a lot of times before and it's one of my favourite recipes and things to make, and they're absolutely delicious. Myself and my family love it as well. So I thought I would share it with you guys because I'm sure you'll like to make it. And yeah, so let's get started. The ingredients that you will need are some light muscovado sugar or brown sugar, some eggs, some dates, bicarbonate of soda, a tea bag, margarine or butter, self-raising flour, and then for the equipment you're going to need a whisk, a bowl and a spatula. What I've got here is some water in a pan that is boiling, and I'm going to boil this and add my tea bag in it and let it come to a boil, and then I'm going to chop my dates up, pop those in along with the mix, let that boil again, and then I will drain that out in a sieve, and you can throw away the the water mix, but you have to keep the softened dates because we're going to put that in our cake. But yeah, so that's what you're going to do first, and then we will come back and cream our butter and our sugar together. Okay guys, so I've chopped up my dates and they're all chopped, and over here I've got the tea bag water mix. I've taken my tea bag out now, it did boil. I've taken my tea bag out, and what I'm going to do now is add all of these dates in this pan and then let that boil a little bit more, let them soften a little bit, and then you're going to want to drain them out in a sieve. You can discard the water mix, but you have to keep the dates because obviously we're going to put that in the sponge. Now what I'm going to do is I'm also going to cream my butter and my sugar together and add my eggs one at a time. I've added my dates into the tea mix and I'm just going to let that boil and let them soften a little bit. What I've got here is a square tin and I'm going to butter it so nothing sticks to it, and I've also preheated my oven to 180 degrees Celsius, so that's ready to go. And I'm going to cream my butter and my sugar together, and yeah, and then just let this mix go until the dates have pretty much softened. Currently looks like this, but yeah, that's what you're going to want to do, and then we'll move on to the next step. So guys, I've measured out my butter and my sugar, and now I'm going to add my butter and my sugar together, and I'm going to cream those until they're nice, light and fluffy, and then we will add our eggs in one at a time, whisking really well between each addition. Okay guys, so I've now creamed my sugar and my butter together, and now I'm going to add my first egg in. I've also got my mix here, I'm just letting that go on very low heat, and yeah, when I'm ready to sieve it out I will show you that, but I'm just going to add my egg in one at a time and whisk. I've beaten this with my spatula, and now I'm going to switch to a whisk to combine the egg. Okay guys, so I've added my both eggs in, and I've now measured my flour and added the bicarbonate of soda in, and I'm going to sieve that through and just fold it in with a spatula. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the heat off. I've turned the heat off now of this mix, and then I'm going to sieve the dates out and just get rid of the water, and then keep the dates to one side, and then we'll add that in after. So I'm going to first sieve in my flour and my bicarb of soda, and then we will do that after we've added our flour in. So guys, I've combined all my flour in, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sieve or drain out the water from the dates and just pop it in a bowl, and then we will add that to the mix, and then you can get rid of the tea mix or water mix. Okay guys, so I've sieved out the water date mix, and the water's here, and I'm going to get rid of that, and I've then got the dates here. It looks disgusting, but trust me, it tastes really good. Now I'm going to add these and just fold them in, I still need to grease my pan, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm just going to pour it into this tin, and then we will pop it in the oven. And yeah, so I'm going to do that, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay guys, so I've mixed in my dates and it looks absolutely delicious. And then I've got my tray here, I've just greased it with some margarine, and now I'm just going to add this mix into the pan, and then we will cook it in the oven at 180 degrees. And yeah, so guys, I'm going to pop this in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes, and it then should be done. And then I'm going to pop it on the side, leave it to cool, and then we will come back and make the toffee sauce. So guys, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make my toffee sauce. My cake is still in the oven, but it looks really good. I think there's like 9 minutes left. But what I'm going to do now is make my toffee sauce, and you only need 3 ingredients for this. It's really simple, really easy. What I've got here is a spatula and a pan, and then you'll need some double cream, butter and some brown sugar, and that's it. I'm basically just going to pop all of these 3 ingredients into a pan, and then wait until everything's melted, and that's it. That's your toffee sauce. Set that to a side and wait for your cake to cook. Okay guys, so I added all my 3 ingredients into this pan, and I've just let it boil, let it thicken a little bit, so you guys can kind of see that it's kind of thick, and I've let it do that, and that's it. That's my toffee sauce done, and my cake has just come out the oven. It looks incredible and it looks absolutely delicious. Can't wait to dig in, and it kind of springs back up as well, which is really good. So yeah, I'm gonna let this cool. You can obviously eat this now, but I'm gonna let it cool for about 5 minutes, but it smells incredible. And then we'll plate it up and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay guys, so my cake came out really good actually out of the pan. I greased it really well, so it came out really easily. And now I'm gonna plate it up and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay guys, so this is what the final cake looks like. I'm so happy with it. It looks absolutely delicious and I can't wait to eat it. What I did with the spoon, if you guys want to try it out, just pop a spoon on the plate, sieve some icing sugar over the top, take the spoon away slowly, and then you're left with a nice kind of spoon design. But yeah, so this is what I did with my cake. Obviously serve it how you want, but yeah, I can't wait to eat it. It smells incredible in this kitchen. But yeah, so I'm gonna go now, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.